faces backwards. It just points out all my flaws. There. So now I am live on YouTube and on the talk. Well, that's true, Felix, but I don't know. For the most part, they're good through the night. And if something happens anyway, I'm gonna take it and put it on socials anyway, so everybody would see it. I could do I could get a specific camera and set it up so that way it's live while they're out in the pasture during the day. But that might conflict with work because they might be like, "Oh, you're live at the same time while you're punched in. That's not fair." So I don't know if that's a good idea either. That's like through the night, nobody can really argue with me a lot about it. Maybe that's what I want. I need something to set my phone on. Nope, it's just as high. I like my phone to be just a little bit higher than where the stand sits. Because that way it's more like at face. There we go. Okay. Felix is over here. Heather's over here. Cupcake. Thank you, guys. Look at you. Okay, so how about... I feel so weird because it's backwards. I really wish I could invert the camera on the tube. My hair looks terrible. Like, what is this? What is all that? Like, oh man, you're on both. That's awesome, Felix. So, what did I do all weekend? Well, yesterday I didn't do much of anything. So the girls went bowling. They their 4-H group had like a bowling event. They all got together. So they oh wait, I lied. They were supposed to go bowling. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I didn't go to the event. They were supposed to go bowling. What actually happened was they went ice skating instead. I'm sorry. That was my error. The name on the tube is Invited in Red. It's the same thing as what it is on the talk. My handle on the talk is Invited in Red. I most likely will change it to YouTube to be Whirlwind Ranch / Invited in Red. So that way it's the same across all platforms. I'll probably do it on talk too. So anyway, the girls went ice skating yesterday. I stayed home. I got out a bunch of meat to do meal prepping to prepare and plan for the week. I know. I'm sorry, Felix. It slipped out. I can't help it. But there's other creators that say it all the time too. So I don't know if it actually affects your views or not. I swear. It's really frustrating because I see all these other big creators like say these other platforms. I hear them all the time. I'm like, why do you get to say it? And I don't. That's dumb. Also, so thank you, Blonde Riot. If you were to have a website, what would you call it? I really probably Whirlwind Ranch. I really want to move that over to that brand, to that name. That's the name of the business. That's the name of the S Corps. So I probably Whirlwind Ranch. Invited in Red is Ember's registered name. So it just became, I don't know. I needed a handle for TikTok and I didn't know what it to be. And I loved Ember. So I just decided to go with Invited in Red. And she's the basis. She's the foundation of my story. But she's not the star of the channel. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just about her. How do I have 20% battery on my phone? That's so dumb. Oh, that sounds like fun, Janet. Deal, thank you. What does that mean, Lane? There is another one? Oh, okay, that makes sense. So I'll probably just leave it as Invited in Red then. But anyway, so back to the question of what I did all weekend. Morning, Katie. Oh, did he really, Felix? Oh. So Felix said that Kirk, he's another TikTok creator, he ended up with a restriction because he was talking about other platforms. Oh, that's fun, Janet. I love when they start to talk and they get independent and they start doing things. My niece she'll be 4 this year, and she's really starting to learn and starting to do things and stuff. Thank you, Blonde Ride. I appreciate it. Okay, so but I'm really like focused on like staying physically active, running and lifting weights and eating right and calorie deficit and protein and stuff. And I really, really worked with a personal trainer as well as other avenues to figure out like what I need to do to get into better shape. And one of the things that I did, it was a decision I made back before Christmas. So my anniversary's in November, Christmas, obviously December, and then my birthday is around this time as well. So I decided to buy myself a gift, and that was an Apple Watch, so I could keep track of my how many calories I'm burning and how much physical activity I'm getting. Found out I was taking like maybe 2,000 steps a day. That was it, like 2,000 steps a day, because I sit for my job. I work in customer service and I work from home. So I have a headset on and I answer the phone all day long through a computer for the company that I work for. And I wasn't moving. So now I get up and I go on the treadmill in the morning usually, or I'll log like 2 miles in the evening. I'll watch podcasts. I've really started to like do things that make me feel better or do things that are going to help me be better, become a better person. That's hilarious, Blonde Riot. What is that? She just had this like colonial style wig on me. I don't know what that was on the talk. That was funny. But anyway, so this past weekend I really focused on meal prepping and high protein meals and looking in the freezer and what can I make and trying not to buy proteins and stuff like that. Coach James. Okay. I really love Jocko. I listen to him on Tube. Yeah, Blonde Riot. Was it Blonde Riot? It was Blonde Riot. No, Felix, you weren't involved in that. Were you? Maybe you were. There's a hat on me now. It was Lane, Blonde Riot, Heather, and I think Felix, you were in on it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. I gotta take a drink of my tea. I have tea and I haven't even drank it. What's wrong with me? But anyway, health coach for over 10 years. Oh, okay. There's Tim Helton. Helton, is that his name? He's on Talk, and I love him. He's awesome. I wish I caught more of his lives. He's very he keeps his lives appropriate. If anybody gets weird and starts like commenting about his body or anything like that, he shuts them down. No wars this morning. Pay your bills. It's okay. All right. Like, I'm working, I'm earning, I will get there. My stuff will happen in the time frame that it's meant to happen. We can't force stuff. It's okay. So just having people here for the view is fine. I feel like we focus a lot on thank you, Felix. I feel like we focus a lot on my financial status. And I want to try to shift away from that. Yes, I things I need to save for. Yes, money is important when you have horses. Horses are expensive, but it's not the only thing that we always need to talk about. I know, Blonde, and I love the gifts. Like, keep sending them. Blonde Riot sends me so many gifts. So does Heather. So does Lane. So does Felix. Like, you guys are incredible. There's so many of you that support me, and I love it. You can keep doing that if you'd like, but it's okay though. Like, make sure your bills are paid. Okay, that's important. Thank you, Charlotte and Malv. Like, you guys are all awesome. Every single one of you. I said, is it Malvakai? Am I pronouncing that right? I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Anyway, my stuff will all happen. It just takes a little bit of time for it to get there. It's my adult money. Yes, I know, Lane. We need more comments over on Tube. So some of you pop off a talk and go to Tube, and let's get Tube rolling a little bit more. Because for me to monetize Juliana, Alva's my service star. Oh, okay. Is it Juliana or Juliana? Like, I could get real technical with that. What if I just call you Jules? Oh, man. Good morning, Kent. Thank you for coming over to Tube. Fence Fun Party. So in order for me to start earning on Tube, I need to have 4,000 watch hours. When I do lives on Tube, it does go towards that 4,000 hour benchmark. And I am in the process of, I'm going to start creating content for Tube, more long form called Jewel. Okay. I'll do my best to remember that. There's a good chance I will forget because I'm terrible with names. Jewel, Jewel, Jewel. I just have to say it a few times. And it helps if you don't change your profile picture. Sometimes people change their profile pictures. I'm like, who is that? Like, I don't know who you are now. Oh, thank you, Heather. So Heather's watching on both. That's awesome. Okay, so somebody asked me a question. Let's just talk about something. What do we want to know about? Do we want to know more about like the direction I'm going to go with the tube and the content that's going to be? Do we want to talk about the plans for the horses this year? Do we want to talk about my plans for the year? What do we want to talk about? This is Tea and Chit Chat. Oh, Lane, that's a bummer. Lane said his work phone is dead. Yes, I have a heated water bucket in every single one of my stalls. Every single one. The horses each get a bucket of warm water and they each get a bucket of cool water. Like Ember doesn't really care to drink warm water, so she will shy away from that. She'll drink the cool water instead. Mhm. Yep. But that way they have options. We lost a gelding a few years ago to impaction colic. We had a big snowstorm come in. It got too cold and he didn't drink enough water. So he essentially got constipated and we had to euthanize him. So I'm kind of a Nazi about making sure they drink water. Like we have electrolytes in the barn. We have tubes of electrolytes on hand. We have powder electrolytes you add to the water. I'll make a tea with the grain if they're not drinking and rub salt in their mouth. You can offer them Gatorade even. Some people do that too. I've never had to offer them Gatorade, but that is something people do. Coffee and IV fluid infusion. Oh my goodness. IV fluid infusion? That sounds a little bit concerning. Good morning, Nicole. Takes time to acclimatize here. Sending hearts isn't as easy here. Yeah. Tube is very different. Someone had said there's a way to send gifts on Tube, but I don't know how that works, to be completely honest. Well, Michigan is cold. Hi. Okay, Jules. See, now I got Jules in my head. I hope Jules is okay. Jewel. No S. Jewel. The weather is the single digits. This morning it was like 3 degrees when I went outside and did chores. I just got back in from it. And yeah, you have to be monitored for us to send super chats. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lane. That's good to know. I don't know much about Tube. I'm starting to watch it more and Jules is good. Okay, that's good. I don't know as much about the creator side of Tube. So getting there with that, we'll figure it out. It'll take time. It's going to be a great summer. It's going to be a really, really good summer. And I'm hopeful and I'm excited and I am eager to do things. So, I guess there's 6 on Tube and there's 25 on Talk. So I will share with you. Do I plow my own driveway? Yes, we do have a plow. We have an older Boss V plow that hooks onto my husband's F-250. We also have our little Massey Ferguson tractor with a bucket on the front of it. It would take you 5 minutes to type out one comment. That's kind of funny. On both, we can't type on TV. Yeah, it would be like with your remote, like choosing things. Do you have a playlist for us to just start to have on play in the background? I do, Lane. So I took all of my old Tube videos and I put them into playlists. So there's one that's called Figuring Out YouTube. And then there might be one called Old YouTube Videos, maybe. TikTok. We love TikTok. All things for your friends and family in the TikTok shop. Have you visited the TikTok shop? You should visit the TikTok shop. We love TikTok. TikTok is the only place for creators. Only place. We love TikTok. You should stay on TikTok. Oh, yes, they do. So YouTube hours count if people run as they sleep. And that's why it was suggested like, hey, Annie, to get to that 4,000 hour mark, why don't you create playlists and then people can set them and let them play. So I will share with you guys that you don't need to blow up the chats with like happy birthdays. Okay. So what I will say is my birthday was recently And I try to hide from it. I try to like just keep it quiet and keep it low key and just kind of do my thing. But anyway, somebody very important to me sent me um sent me funds for my birthday and was basically like, listen, do whatever you want with this. Like, this is for you. Yeah, that's our cat. This is for you. It's for the horses. It's for whatever, wherever you need the help. And I decided to pitch in a little bit and buy myself a GoPro. So I have a GoPro coming, and I wanted to get a GoPro specifically for tube. And I was very honest with that person and told them what I was going to do with the funds, that I wanted to get a GoPro and I wanted to get that set up because I feel like that's what I need for tube. So, because like with the phone, you can do it, but the problem with the phone is the camera's at like one end. So when you're recording, it's natural to look at the camera. So then you're not looking at it's just weird. The angle of it is super weird. So, I got a GoPro and I'm terrified of it. I want to be very clear. The only reason I was able to do that was because somebody sent me a birthday gift of funds. That's the only reason that I made that jump. Karen, do you want to go out? No, she really wants to go outside. Can you say hi first to everybody? And then I'll let you outside. Can we say hi? Come here. Oh, stop it. This is Karen. Karen is not a nice kitty. She's a very mean kitty. She's squaring. I'll let you out when I'm done, okay? So 15 minutes. She's just, I don't know. She's a female. She's not fixed. She needs to be. She's not even a year old yet. And she's just not nice. It's just Karen. She just doesn't, she's whatever. Oh man, that's so funny. I don't have any dash cams, so I guess I can't make a suggestion there, Jewel. Yeah, yeah, Karen. And so when she came home, she was a very sassy little kitty, and we got her. So she got lost from her family, and she was about 5 weeks old. We figured her eyes were still blue, and she was very very tiny, and not a nice kitten. Somebody local in the area put a thing on Facebook, said they had found this kitten. They couldn't keep it. They were looking for a home. So we were like, okay, we're gonna give this little kitty a home, because our cat Churro, he died last year, and it really bothered all of us. Anyway, so this kitten shows up for free to a good home. So we went and picked her up. We brought her home. She was a sassy little kitten. Jolene was gone. She was house sitting for a friend, and I just started calling her Karen because she wasn't nice, like at all. She was not a nice cat at all. And then like Jolene come home, we'd had her for 3 days. Jolene come home, was like, oh my God, no little kitty is adorable. And then I was like, you can name her whatever you want. Like I've just been calling her Karen, and it stuck. It's just very, that's just Karen. That's just Karen. Oh man. Yeah, like she's got to she's just coming out of a cycle, and that was interesting. She's got to get fixed, but she'll go outside today. She'll be outside all day. She always goes out and she catches mice, baby rats, whatever. She's up in the rafters chasing birds. She's a very lucky little kitten. Tea is delicious this morning. Yeah. Thankfully, she doesn't bring too many dead animals to the house. Here a couple months ago, she brought a live mouse into the house that she hadn't finished off yet, and she let it go. And we all panicked because she carries it in the house, and I just hear Jolene, Karen, no, take that outside. And I was like, what did she bring in? And she was like, Karen, take that back outside. I'm like, the cat doesn't understand English. Go get it. What is it? Like, what is it? It was a mouse. And it got loose, and it got away. And I don't know if she ever caught it again or not. Now, I live in the country. A mouse in the house doesn't freak me out because it happens. We have a very, very old farmhouse. There's literally plastic around all the windows. See all that plastic right there? So there's plastic everywhere. It so a mouse in the house isn't like abnormal for us, you know. But it was like you didn't have to bring it in, Karen. Like it didn't have to come inside. That Jay's Louise. I would love to. I'm super excited to get this GoPro. It was a very nerve-wracking purchase for me because I was like, "Oh my god, Annie, like you need to build a fence." But that will happen in its own time, and I really want to put out good quality content for Tube. I wanna be able to do podcast style type things. I wanna be able to put it on the girls on the helmet or on their chest, so that way, you guys could get point of view videos for the girls riding. And so I really wanna dive into Tube this year, and, it's just kinda been sitting there and been sitting there and been sitting there, and I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. The fence will happen regardless, but thanks to the person that, sent me that beautiful gift for my birthday, I did bite the bullet and order one, so I'm excited about it. The fence will happen. The fence is getting there. It's okay. It is okay if I can't do anything with the fence until the frost comes out of the ground and it thaws anyway. Let's see. Is Ember gonna be satisfied with the new hay? So, yes, Steph, actually, she prefers the hay that I purchased over the hay that we have. So right now we're mixing it because we have to get them acclimated. And she is eating the hay that I bought before mine. Oh, geez, that like, see, I almost called you Malv again. I didn't get a waterproof case because I couldn't think of any time when I would be in the water with it. If it's like we're at a show and it's raining, I'll have an umbrella and I can if I'm filming anything if I need to. And if the girls are outside riding in the rain, I probably won't let them use it. I got what I could for now. Um, and to see what drinking looks like, that would be cool. I would be so scared to put it in the water. I don't know if I would trust it, to be completely honest. I don't know if I could trust it. That'd be odd. Hey, we have 9 people on Tube. Look at that. That's awesome, guys. Um, it's just scary to put it in the water. I don't know, because even, like, your iPhone is waterproof to a certain extent. Really? Oh, that makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. But anyway, I got what I could for now to get started at it. I really wanna do podcast type things. I was, gonna ask Rochelle if she would join me for kind of like a little chit chat on Tube. And, yeah, I would love to put the GoPros on the horses' halters and, like, turn them out and let them goof around for the day. The girls can ride with it, so that's the type of stuff I wanna put on Tube. That's where I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, TikTok's gonna be the usual stuff, the short videos and the voiceovers and stuff, and Facebook, uh, is I know I said the word, you don't have to tell me. TikTok, all things in TikTok. Buy things for your friends and family in TikTok shop. We love TikTok. Post all of your content only on TikTok. But the I had to make a new channel. Oh gosh, Nicole. Um, but the book is really more like short style content. Um, like I'll repost my TikToks on there. I've been doing a lot of old stuff. I can do pictures on there, which is great. I love that I can post pictures between the gram and the book. I'm just really like gosh, it's a lot, like all these social media channels. I'm like, dang Annie, like what did you do to yourself? Like you no longer have anonymity. Everybody knows who you are. Oh, really? Yeah, that is funny, Felix. That's right. I've gotten a ton of great things from the TikTok shop. I got it's a lip stain. I love it so much. The only thing I don't like is it dries out my lips. But yeah. Ah, balls. I have such appreciation and humor for anybody that chooses their TikTok handle to be balls. That's just a child in me. I'm inappropriate. I'm sorry. It's funny. Drink the tea, Annie. The tea is good. It's gonna be a great day. I do have to go to work in less than 10 minutes, so we're gonna have to wrap it up soon. I need to make a run to the Lane, why do I need to make a run to the PO box? I need to like redo my hair. My hair looks dumb. Oh man. So yep, I have honey in my tea. It's honey and chamomile, whatever. And I took my wish list down, but my PO box is still there. It did work. So, and my husband, we've thought these things out numerous times before anyway, the hydrant. So if you don't know, my hydrant froze up. So I did a video where we put leg wraps around it and stuff, and somebody was like, "Well, that's dumb. That's a frost-free hydrant." And I was like, "Okay, like I'm choosing to be more cautious." So the hydrant froze because we've had just consistent days of, negative temperatures. It's gonna happen. Like we knew it was gonna we were trying to prevent it, but it is a definite possibility. Jeff and I both know this. So it froze. So he went and got the flamethrower and hooked it up to propane. Like right like he even before I even made the video that it was frozen, he already had it. He already had the flamethrower. And he went to work at that yesterday and I went out and helped him and we weren't sure if it was just up at the top at the handle, but then we just started working our way down the pipe farther and then we knew it was down in the ground at the bottom of the plunger. So we just started heating the ground and pulling rocks out and digging dirt out, and it just kept going with the flamethrower. That thing is intense, like let me tell you. But she sure comes in handy. Yeah, Felix, right? Like, but Annie, they can't freeze. No, they definitely can. They can, and they do, and it did. But thankfully it wasn't froze too bad. We were able, Jeff was actually gonna give up. He was out there doing it and he was getting cold and he was like, all right. He's like, I think I'm gonna walk in the house. I said, give me the flamethrower, like I'll work on it. So he ended up staying then. And we got down into the bottom enough. And yeah, we got it thawed. And I just grabbed it like he went. I didn't even know he was lifting the handle, but he pulled the handle to try it and it popped up. And I was like, oh, we need a bucket. So he shut it off real quick and I grabbed a bucket, threw it underneath of it, and we pulled the handle to let water run. And like if there's any ice in there, push it out. And it works just fine now. So we have water. Yay. But it was a little concerning there for a second. It was like, "Oh, man, how bad is this froze?" Because it got cold. It was very, very negative. It was just very, very, very cold. So we didn't know how bad it was froze, but we've thought out numerous of those things before. Because Jeff and I both grew up on dairy beef farms. So there's dairy cattle and there's beef cattle. Him and I have had livestock our entire lives. So now while we haven't had our own hydrant for very long, um, we've both been around them enough. I mean, him and I have definitely been in situations where, like with our families, you gotta dig it up and you gotta go find it. That's the last time I listened to the internet. Well, I didn't listen to the internet anyway. I kept it covered the entire time. But even with it covered, it still froze. Like you can't. There was no way in hell I was gonna listen to somebody telling me that was dumb. Like, okay, you can say it's dumb, but I know it's not because I know these things freeze. And like when I made the video telling everybody that it froze, I probably should have left the wrap on it so that way people knew I still had it wrapped because I never removed stuff. Um, the person telling me I was dumb was the dumb one, whoever the heck she was. I don't know. Mm. Oh no, absolutely not. Oh, well, Elizabeth, I can't talk about it to be honest. So it's something that's just gonna have to take time. It Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about it. I have a lawyer and I just have to be patient now. It's really frustrating, but I can't do anything with that. Yeah, I have a bunch of old blankets put on it. So that way, it can, yeah, um, it can have insulation. That's pretty much what I did. I just put a bunch of blankets on it. Um, Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I was gonna say something and I don't remember what. What was I gonna say? I don't know. But with the lawsuit stuff, like So I've touched on that in the subscription. I have a lawyer, and I I can't talk about it. I know it's really stupid. There's a little bit about it in the subscription. There's really not much though, even because I legally cannot talk about it. Like legally, I cannot. All I can say is I've had to retain a lawyer, and the lawyer cost $3,500. So fence fund. It's really frustrating. Really frustrating because I was right there. I was right there. And I've been working so hard for months to save. And people have been so generous to help me save for the fence fund. And then I found that out. And it's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. You're all right. Here's the thing. Some people just want to see you fail. Some people just want to see you fail, and they will do anything they can to get you to fail, or to push your buttons, or to stress you out, or to harass you. So got myself a lawyer, and time will tell on that. That, unfortunately, that process is going to take a few months. So it's not anything that's going to, but anyway. So moving on from that, I am going to have to go in the next like 2-3 minutes here because I do have to get on my computer for work. The horses are all outside for the day. Everybody's got breakfast outside. It's going to be a high of 24, and I can't wait for it because it has been so cold. I'm still getting really used to the difference in the camera between tube and talk. So it's weird. It's really weird. But I really thank you, Felix, for reminding me to when I'm live here, I need to be live here also because this does contribute to watch hours. So every little bit. Bye, Felix. Thank you. I do have to go. Felix is right. Felix is like, Annie, you gotta go. All right. Signing off for now. I don't know if I'll go live again later today or not. I did get a couple of videos pushed out to the talk today. I don't want to do a GoFundMe for the fence, honestly. So a GoFundMe has been brought up, but here's the thing. I think GoFundMe should be used for people, that have like really high medical bills, or maybe they lost their property in a fire or a natural disaster. So I don't want to be that selfish to think that my personal goal or my hobby needs a GoFundMe. Like, I understand the intention behind it. I think it's great, and I love the idea, but GoFundMe is more for people that truly need the help and need it immediately. My situation, I'm accepting help, and the avenues to directly send me funds for the fence are in my link tree. So my Venmo and my PayPal are there. You don't have to use them. People have, and it's greatly appreciated, and it's strictly set aside for my fence. But I don't want to do a GoFundMe for it. It'll happen. It just may take longer than I want it to. You know what I mean? Like it'll happen. It will happen. It just might take longer than I want it to. It's just, but anyway, I have to go because I have to be punched in like a minute. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to end on tube first.